be very silly.
He just needs to fall back.
Yeah, Bass is making the right plays. Yeah, okay, Blitz has done a good job pulling off here. So once again, they've got the only kick, as we spoke about earlier, changing up that, playing from that standard style and just, you know, throwing caution into the wind a little bit and getting a kill to make a huge impact. And King Big's been playing pretty decently, especially the last series he played pretty good, so that's a big flag to get it starting around.
Well, Mist has seen presence towards White Box and Highway. But Bass is going to be the entry fragger towards this A bomb site. Richie needs to get the synchronization working together, as it's looking like it's going to be an A split through Highway and through Main and Squeaky. As so far the CTs have a pretty good read onto this, as Pluck's sitting towards Quad, and so far the kill's going in favour of the CTs, as it's all down to Blitz and Miss left.
Oh no, unfortunate for Blitz there. He hasn't missed too many shots the whole day today, but I think even if he was to get maybe 2 there, I think the round is most likely over. They know they have the bomb, it's dropped, so I think this first map is definitely going to be going to Aftermind here, pretty convincingly as well, to be honest. I mean, CT side can be a little bit iffy, especially against good players, and on LAN, generally the T side seems to prevail, so very impressed by Wolfie. Wolfie's been playing excellently, and obviously he's the in-game leader, so I'm always a big fan of in-game leaders who, especially ones that make smart decisions and can also put up the numbers. It's always good to see. Generally, when you're in-game leaders fragging, you generally coast to a victory. So, very impressed by for sure.
Well, it's a do or die situation for Mish at the moment. It's going to be a very difficult situation indeed. 5 more rounds to at least get to overtime. The match point on the side of Afterminds, and Wolfie getting very aggressive in Sunroom.
That's very good.
Oh, hello.
Finds that kill onto Mist.
Blitz is very dead, and that's a 2k. Oh no, he whiffed the second kill. But Bass has only got a Deagle and 20 HP here, so I think this round is well and done. He has recovered an AK, a little AK and a Scout to try and win a 4v3. They have some sort of utility, but Bass has blown 1 Molotov. I'd assume Richie's going to go for a kill, but Burkill's has got him. I think this game is definitely over.
It is King Big and Bass left. A 2-on-4 situation, slowly walking in through B main towards this B bomb site. And the CT slowly closing in on their position, as they need to be hitting their shots and connecting the angles. As Wolfie with this Molotov, just getting the Molotov towards site. The bomb being passed across, as King Big needs to win this battle, and he does indeed onto Plux. So Bass planning just behind default. And a very awkward situation indeed. The HE grenade going to touch down as King Big, 22 HP. The flash coming in from Cookie, and they're touching each other, and they actually don't realise, but King Big just hiding in the smoke, trying to keep his position secret.
No way. No, I'm not.
That's going to be it.
That's definitely well played by Mastermind's Aftermind.
So obviously it was Mish picking cash. So Aftermind's winning on the opposite mapping. If we can just go and get the motherboards up to just show the stream about the giveaway.
Pass her over.
We got one of these motherboards to give out to the MVP of the tournament, and another motherboard to give out to a viewer on the stream. Who do you think so far would be the MVP as of right now? Blitz.
Although he may find himself on the losing side in this grand final, I definitely think Blitz has been the best player for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been a lot of players showing up. I mean, we saw that when Nova, when his team was playing, that he was putting up very impressive results, but unfortunately, it just seemed that his team they weren't functioning together.
Yeah, and like sometimes when you have a pug mix or whatnot, it's sometimes a bit hard to like work with other players you probably haven't played with before. But I think Blitz is just like probably a very, like from what I've heard, is an excellent caller on top of being a very good AWPer and also a star player. So it's almost the package deal when it comes to Blitz. So I definitely think so far he's been the MVP. Definitely been the best player in the server. Won a ridiculous amount of clutches so far already, especially even against us. So.
A player that I feel like really just played very well, seeing this was his first LAN.
Yeah, true.
He just, all maps except for the last one in the semi that we played, he played extremely well.
Yeah. Sigma's obviously a player from AORUS. First LAN ever, flown all the way from New Zealand. Played incredibly well. Unfortunately, we lost in an absolute killer of a game, third map in overtime. Congratulations to the guys, they played excellent. So, but I definitely think they were probably the better team today. Mistakes are made from both sides, so can't say much. What has happened has happened. But I definitely think this will go 3 maps for sure. I think they'll screw their heads up and get the second map.
On Inferno, we found that Mish liked to fake lock, and it's on the CT side for Arcanine. That is what's going to be key for them winning this match. Is if they can read that they like to fake lock. Because eventually, what got us to bring it to overtime was us reading that they faked a lot, so then we just didn't rotate.
It's just, when it comes late round, you need to have the information as a counter. So if you have no information late round, then you're much more likely to lose the game. Especially if, you have no information on A at all, and then you just, either one of two things is going to happen. You're going to leave where players usually play, so 3-2 generally, 2 on B, 3A, or you're going to go, I have a read, I'm guessing, or you take a gamble stack, and neither are great, So you want to try and get 30, 40 seconds on the clock. You don't have to get a kill, all you have to do is get a little bit of information about what the terrorists are doing, and then make your decision from there, or set up from there. So that's what Mish actually do themselves. They're very good at getting information on the CT side, but just maybe not closing out the rounds in general.
Yeah, I think we've seen that from a lot of the teams. When we were watching Aftermind when they played Inferno, is that we've seen, in the semi-final, that they seem to always have the early advantage, but it seems that pretty much all the teams here, they're not able to capitalise on that advantage. They get the early aggression and they try and fall back to site, either getting caught off guard or the crossfire just not working out. It just seems that whoever has the early advantage loses it really quickly.
Yeah, there's 3 things to do with that. It's about your trading and how you are good as a team. The best trading team in the world is I don't know, probably the best trading. I think FaZe are an excellent trading team, just truly Stralis. That's a perfect example. Stralis is probably the best trading team in the world, but unfortunately they're not in the hottest of form at the moment because players individually aren't playing the best. But if your team's well drilled and they're good at trading, you win a lot of T rounds just purely based off that fact. There's also a very fine line of when you get a pick, whether you explode off the pick, you try to take all map control, or whether you just sit. Often players in certain situations will not be on the same page. So what I see all the time is someone will get a pick, and you think, I'll take this, but then there's another player right there just to trade him, and he runs through the smoke and gets done, and then it's 4v4. In my personal opinion, when you have no information on the situation and you get a kill, I much prefer to, what our team call is we call it relaxing, or our nickname for it is Pepsi or Colgate, or just relaxing after you get a kill, because the counter-terrorists are then seriously on the back foot. They have to get the information. So personally I believe that if you get a pick within the first 20, 30 seconds of the round, you should spend the next 20 seconds or so just waiting for that re-aggression to get the information, because I feel you should always win the round on terrace when you're 4v5 up. That's a huge advantage, because even 5v5 you have the advantage, just because obviously unless the counter terrorist put 5 on a bomb site, it's 5 versus less amount. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. Definitely slowing it down. Obviously it's a bit different if you get 2 kills on B at the start of a round, then sure you can run up and take the site, but yeah, there's definitely a fine line, and experience is what defines a player. So we'll have to see how it goes on. And Inferno is the biggest map I feel for getting punished for over aggression. It's actually unreal. You get punished very, very easily. So
yeah, on the Inferno maps that we've had so far, we haven't really seen many teams wrap aside. So a lot of the times we see them We saw a lot of times actually Aftermind was wrapping around Arch, going through CT and straight to B, and then having one or two players come up banana and try and split in that way. But we haven't seen sort of the split between Diggity and Arch and wrap around to the side. It just seems that most of the T-side players on Inferno are really at least 3 or 4 players going at once.
Yeah, I think probably the fact, like, sort of factored in that maybe, you know, Nick obviously doesn't play on this team. I'm not sure about this. Is Blitz on this team? Okay, so they have Cookie's not. So there you go. It all depends, like you know, if you're an online team like us and you actually have strats, and you know all your smokes, it's fine because you can throw all the smokes and then you can wrap perfectly. But when it's a bit iffy and you don't have your smokes, you can get punished very easily. So people feel more inclined to stick together and just be that wolf pack and just trade together. So I feel like that's probably the case for both of these teams here.
So how many rounds do you think that the T's necessarily would be happy for on Inferno?
I think as a counter-terrorist, six and upwards, I would be fine with. Yeah. The terrorist side is very good on Inferno nowadays. I think it used to be a very CT side of map, but now the terrorists have a lot of room and trading is like very advantageous for the terrorists on this map. So 6 and upwards for mission, I think they would probably pull through. Yeah. But once again, pistol rounds have a huge impact on the game. We'll have to see.
Well, we have seen some early aggression towards the top of Banana, but the T's wrapping in fast towards Library around Arch, and Plux is going to find that first initial kill. Bass getting caught out of position, able to take one. That's going to be the bomb being dropped for the terrorists. They're just flying into this site, and that's going to be very easy kills indeed, as it's all down to King Big and Blitz left. And Blitz, a very nice shot indeed on to Burkills. The bomb being planted. Mish trying to retake the site. They don't have a kid.
This kill's big.
This kill is very big indeed. Blitz needs to be hitting his shots. The synchronization needs to be perfect. Working together as a team. As King Big actually missing a couple of shots onto Cookie. And that's going to be Aftermind taking a very convincing pistol round.
Once again, Mish have lost another pistol, unfortunately for them. You know, they played like a aggressive B setup, and the terrorists have spotted it early. They've hit A, and then they know where the counter terrorists are coming from. So it's just a good read, like mid round from whoever made the call. Obviously, expect it to be Wolfie, but yeah, just a pretty decent pistol round. I definitely like the way they called that round for sure.
It was very quick pace coming up to first mid, but they are going to be stopped and just slowed down that little bit further. But what a shot coming out from Blitz with the Deagle. Tries to follow up with a second, but Bass is going to help him out. So far it turns it into a 3-on-3, and Bass once again with this Deagle has got another tag in, and
the round is over. Done.
It's just incredible.
And Wolfie did the same against us, often playing Nana by himself. You can probably say, oh, he will get a kill. I don't think he wins the round from here. But just talking about the round in general, you can probably sit here and say, you know, Wolfie probably should have been by himself playing this team against anti-eco, but when nice shots are hit, yeah, definitely.
It's a bit tough.
It's a bit rough. Pistols sometimes scary, especially in the Australian scene. Pistols are definitely scarier than gun rounds sometimes, but Wolfie will definitely be getting a point here, which is good looking into first gun round. It has a small chance considering King Big does not have armor here.
It's definitely something they can smile about, getting the bomb planted, and if he can try and catch King Big rotating in quite quickly, if he just holds this angle right here and possibly catches King Big off guard, and actually it's going to be Bass checking it, but hang on, Wolfie! He doesn't think there's going to be a follow-up, and
that was well played by Mish. He didn't check the corner, which is whatever, but they're playing together, which is the right thing to do. And I probably would have expected the second, because these players are definitely smart when it comes to playing clutch. They like to play together, which is definitely the right thing to do in that situation. They just got the trade kill and the round is over.
Well, I think the fast aggression coming up to first mid was a good starter, but as soon as that first flash came off, I think it went from Boiler from King Big, that just stopped all their presence, and it gave the CT so much information to just
close in. Very split up for sure, definitely, and they were stuck between two players, and probably just a bit of indecision, and
they just needed to cancel and just fall back.
Either they need to keep pushing, holding W, or they need to retreat. They just sat there and then got picked. I mean, Blitz did hit a nice shot, and then Bass followed it up with a round win, basically. So, but yeah, Aftermind have gone for a buy here. This round is all in Clicks and Wolfie's hands. I think it looks like they're going to be going for an A here. They're sitting in the halls with the bomb. So it all depends. It looks like they're just going to work mid and head towards A here.
Playing a bait set up here on top mid, which is going to be very interesting.
Oh, okay. That's very unfortunate. This is going to go down, and the Terrace will pick up this round. It's a really unfortunate round for the Count Terrace to lose.
Well, Richie is going to be able to find Cookie and trade out his FAMAS for an M4. And Wolfie is low, and the CTs, they definitely have the opportunity to go for it here. So Blitz going to be boosted up, top of the smoke.
They did this in as well.
Seeing if they can find anything, but unfortunately Blitz, he just hasn't seen anything as yet. The flash coming in over the top, nice and high.
They are going to go for it. They should definitely save here. Nah, I think that was a very wrong call to make there. They definitely should have saved those two guns, especially when you have Blitz and Richie. Definitely have a decent chance to win around any time at all. Terrace survived with how many players? Terrace survived with
3 alive in first.
One player, so they're completely reset. And it's just going to be a game of chicken with the economy, I guess. Love it when games start this way.
This is what happened for us against Aftermind and Nish on Inferno. Back and forth.
That wasn't us.
Have they made... Ooh. They've made the exact same mistake. I guess they called the double bluff.
Well, it is going to be Aftermind trying to flood on towards the site. Missed. He's going to catch the backside of him. Long spray. And Cookie, they were in for a shot, but they've now just lost it.
They've made the exact same call. At least this time they've decided to smoke off jungle, which is a little bit better than last time. And they've had a very similar result, except this time it's ended even worse, considering the guns that were on the CT side in the first place were nothing to be spoken of. So CTs probably won't even drop a player here, considering Cookie is very low. And I guess definitely going to be the game of chicken with the economy, and Cookie's going to get done by Richie, and probably going to go 4-2 to Mish here.
So now, what I'd like to see from Wolfie, they're forcing, but what I would like to see is because there was 3 or 4 of them that had like 3-4k, it was just a save just so they could get that full buy. Because, you know, it's 2-2, there's no need to play this game of chicken, and it's what could harm Aftermind. If they lose this round, then it's going to probably be 5-2, and then, you know, that's when Mish can run away with the game. And if they run away with the game on CT, it's going to be game over.
I think they just want to try and keep the pressure up and just try and just force the CTs to just be in an unstable position.
Definitely an in-the-moment call, for sure. And looks like... Ooh. Okay, they have a decent chance with this round, but the quick flank is not being watched. They're very low here, so it looks like the counter terrace should be able to pull off a retake. Double 9 retake is probably the best retake you can do for B. Clicks has pushed into construction here. If Clicks is lucky and gets the timing, oh no. And he gets Bass too. Oh, this is shocking. Mist has a decent chance to win around here though.
He didn't pick up the kid.
Oh. Ooh.
Does he spot out Nick? I don't think he has. As Nick, he just really needs to hold his position. He doesn't need to get aggressive at all. And oh, he fires way too early. And Mist knows exactly where he is. Doesn't have a kit. The incinerator is going to come out and Nick is going to get aggressive. He's going to win that engagement, but that was looking really risky there from Aftermind.
That was a huge overcommitment. Whoever was playing car there on the Mish side got one and went for the repeat like in the 2v4. The round was done there. They definitely should not have repeated, and it gives them a chance. No one's near the B bomb site there to rotate in and stop the plant, so the pressure was relieved for about 15 seconds, give them a chance to get post plant, and look what happens when you have very advantageous positions.
Well, Mish, they are deciding to force straight back into this, and I think it's just going to be this back and forward force buy until one team wins 2 in a row, and that's when it just falls apart.
I feel like the way Aftermind are playing this round, it looks like they will get 2 in a row here. Oh, I think I spoke too soon.
Pass.
It's going to be Mist, very aggressive in apartments.
They both spotted each other.
An awkward ordeal. There's the bomb just sitting in the bottom of Banana. I just wonder if Aftermind just going to regroup and and push their attack towards this B bomb site. But slowly, the CTs are rotating in, so there are 3 CTs towards this B bomb site. And the last thing that Aftermind can do is just walk straight into the crosshairs. They need to get this utility on perfect.
I really dislike how is that Cookie on Cookie is making his way back now, but I definitely should not have anyone lurking once again when 4v4 and Richie just hits a shot. Oh, and drop the smoke. Oh, that's probably worst case scenario for Aftermind here. Who's that there? Blitz has a CZ. Oh, this round's looking nasty.
That's going to be a big flash.
Oh, it swallows the flash. They all swallow the flash. Blitz has dealt damage. 20 seconds on the clock. Bass is up 1. Oh, what a mess this game is. I can't believe it. And then Eco to back.
Yeah, being 4v5 down did not like Cookie still being mid and throwing utility. There's just no point. You just need to
players like this are not going to fall for one person throwing utility on a bomb site and then with noise at the other.
A lot of the time it's actually the opposite. You telegraph that you're gonna. It's a fake.
Yeah.
Just because like you throw like one flash, one smoke useless. There's no like follow up. Yeah.
And what I would have really liked to see from Aftermind is entering in 1B, just have their guns out, don't worry about CT until they get close enough.
Definitely going to be the second round here for Mish. Because they full reset them there. They didn't even get that bump one, so this is I think they definitely should have ecoed this one for sure. Obviously with the luck they've had the last few rounds getting a couple, Nick's going to die here and the round is over now, so it looks like Mish will go 5-3 up. And that's very good for the counter-terror side, especially on a corner. You get a lot of CT rounds, you definitely win the game for sure.
Well, Aftermind in a 2-on-4, a 2-on-5 situation, try to deal as much damage as possible. It's going to be Plex and Wolfie left. Head armor on Plex and body armor on Wolfie. But like you said, it seems like Mish is going to win 2 in a row, and I think this is the point where Aftermind just need to slow it down. If it's a 2v5, you don't need to rush to anything. Try and get a one-on-one engagement. There's no point really saving because you want to get that extra money because you lost the last round. And you just need to try and isolate the CTs.
Yeah, it's definitely Aftermind will be the one having to take the knee here, unless it looks like this could be even a 5-up round for Mish, which is probably worst case scenario for Aftermind.
Don't have to rebuy any armor.
Probably have $1,900, around $2,000. Flix has a couple of extra dollars, so maybe you could buy a flashbang, get lucky. We'll have to see what Flix is probably going to buy a Deagle. I don't actually know. No, he'll buy P250. That's smart. They've taken the right approach here. They're probably they'll be getting 2,100, 2,400 this round. So yeah, and Bishop's just with
I just don't really understand this aggressive play from the CTs. King Big sprays down 2, but he was almost like in a situation where he was easily able for him to get traded.
I would have rated the push down mid if they had umps from previous rounds, because especially against no clip, you just nail down, you push down, you clean it up. You normally don't even lose in that, but they have full rifles going into close range against pistols. It's just not good.
And you can see what the force buy has done to the T economy here. Very little utility. We got 4 smokes, handful of flashbangs, and a Molotov and a nade. So they're definitely gonna have a set play here, and this is worst case scenario for Aftermind. Especially when you really get down to first gun round versus first gun round, you generally want to be running a default just to get an idea of how the counter-terrorists are playing rifle rounds. So they're not going to know. So if they're to lose this round and they go 7-3 down, it's not going to look too good.
King Big sitting in pit at the moment, going to get flushed out of his position with that Molotov in hand. But a bit of a cheeky position on the left side of the hay barrels. He's just going to turn this into a 4-on-3. Richie also chiming in, and it seems like Aftermind, they're just attacked, they've lost the bomb, and they were just shut down. It just seems that they just didn't have the firepower, and it just seemed that once the CTs was able to find 1 kill, they just stopped.
Yeah. As you say that, 2v2, 50 seconds, and the T's wrapping through CT, and the CTs definitely won't be expecting this.
Yeah, but as I mentioned
comes down to
before,
time.
they were forced into a certain playstyle of the round due to the fact that they had no utility to use. So you can't exactly do a default, throw a Molotov, Nana, waste a few nades when you really only have one of each nade. So, I mean, they made the right play in terms of taking apartments control and working from there. They're pretty lucky it's in a 2v2. It all depends whether Cookie catches one off guard here. It looks like Richie's in the spot waiting. Yeah. So round is over.
It is going to be Mish picking up another round. Yeah, and the economy for the T's, it's not fantastic. So yeah, they can upgrade some pistols, but if you're not able to find any kills, there's not really a point of upgrading.
They're definitely going to be going for a set play with the nades there. Whether they're pushing Nana or mid, we'll have to see. Nading. I didn't see what they needed. And that is very, very stupid from Bass, not going to lie. Peeking mid dry. And Blitz has done the same. Oh, Lord.
Well, he's able to get an M4 in his hands, but a Deagle and a CZ to back him up. There's Richie able to down both Flex, and it leaves Wolfie left. He's able to take him down, so far a lot of damage being done. And 3 kills going in the hands of Afterminds. A bomb plant would be nice, but he's actually going to get aggressive. He gets taken down by King Big.
I disagree with the play. He definitely should have gone for the bomb plant there. They need the money. An extra 800 this round would have been very nice, especially just going forward. Like, their economy has been terrible. They need rounds. I guess he's looking at it thinking they need rounds, but money and playing for your team is probably a little bit more important.
As you approach like the 5-round last bonus, getting one plant enables you to buy again if you lose this round. So just it's crucial that you get the plant there. So
maybe even the difference if someone wanted to buy an AWP this round, the extra 800 might have helped. So it's been a what ifs, and
it could have been going through his mind that if he went for the plant, he would get pushed because he didn't exactly have any info on this where the CTs were.
You can't exactly read into every single play, but definitely I would not be wanting to walk into B right now. Jinx might get a clean up.
His flash has been deadly.
Knows his lines through smokes, well done.
Once again, this is showing why he's just such a class player. And he gets another one too.
Molotov trade, and Bass should not go through the smoke.
He won't.
Who was wearing it up? Let's be honest.
Fake bomb coming in, and actually Plex is almost an opportunity there.
Yeah, if there was extra half a second there, he might have got the headshot there.
That was interesting because obviously the CTs go 2 through like CT, except the spacing is like that far apart that if the T didn't go for the plant, he definitely could have gone both there. But he didn't expect it due to that time. So a bit of a mind game, I guess you could.
I'm pretty sure that was the first time that the terrorists actually had a complete full buy, the complete AK and utility setup.
You would probably be correct.
Yeah. So I mean, 11 rounds in, that's definitely not what you were expecting.
You can look here, the extra 800 would have done wonders. All would have had full nades right now. Maybe not all full nades, but definitely a lot more nades than what they have. And you look at King Big's money, he was 16,000 at the end of the last round, and the Nick's now dropped. It's definitely looked like this is going for a third map for sure, especially considering such a dominant CT half here.
It just seems that Aftermine are just lackluster. Like, it's not that they're doing anything wrong, but there's nothing to do to be able to specialise the way that Mish is playing at the moment.
Mish plays really heavily team-based CS, which will always punish the way they're playing at the moment. Like, Aftermind are most definitely pugging it. There's no doubt about it. So, I mean, with really good players, like I've said many times, if you have half-decent teamwork, and they've probably played some scrims to practice, I would assume. And they're definitely just not even out-skilling them. Like, you've seen some really nice rounds be really close due to the fact of how close they are. Like, maybe even this round. Nah, sorry. A good clean up there by Mish, but it's just good teamwork always prevails, I feel, in the end. Like, most definitely. That's how Mish beat us, probably on teamwork for sure, because they're excellent at playing as a team. So.
Yeah, well, you'd have to say that their T sides are a lot more promising than their CT sides. So if they can show this kind of rotation style, this kind of play that they're doing at the CTs at the moment, that you just have to expect, what are we going to see on their T side?
the terrace side is really good. They like to do their default most rounds, I believe. And Burkles is, I feel like, he does get the kill. That wasn't played the best by them, but definitely King B gets 2 there. And just very disjointed, just not good to watch. Aftermind's just not looking very good in terms of, I feel like probably this is where maybe not tilt, but like, you know, you feel like nothing's working, so you're getting a little frustrated, you know, you're not hitting shots you probably usually hit. Wolfie's not going to be happy about that, so I definitely feel this is going to be a possibly 11-4, 12-3 half here. And with a pistol round, I would have to say it'd be a very convincing win for Mish on the other team's map pick.
So I mean, you'd have to say that Mish really they're just hitting their shots, and at the end of the day, Aftermind just aren't stepping up to the plate. And obviously, we're going to go into train for the third map because we'd like to say that this would go to the third map and that Afterminds doesn't have what it takes to come back. I don't know, I just want to see something different come out of Masterminds. It just seems that on Inferno it's a very puggy style, there's nothing really set in stone. We haven't really seen that many strats. We've seen them a little bit incompetent, they just don't feel comfortable, and they're just getting rolled over.
As I spoke about after that force buy, like the first gun round they never really got to see how Mish were playing, so the next gun round they lose because they don't know how to abuse the way they're playing. And then it's just a spiraling factor. You got 3 guys with no head armor in this round because they're just buying because they need to get rounds. Like it's just it gets to a stage when 2 rounds left and they're on 10. You need rounds, so you're forced into buying. You can tell they're playing puggy style as well because they've all bought AKs, Kevlar, no head armor when they could have bought maybe 2 people buy utility sets and pistols and do something from there. But it's clear that Aftermind don't have much to fall back on once they're on the back foot. Another cleanup, so it's definitely looking. I feel like it's going to 12-3.
It's interesting that it's Aftermind's map pick, but we're seeing this lackluster stuff from the T side. This looks like they're lost. They're playing a bit tentative. They're a bit scared of the players. Maybe they're intimidated by the players of like Blitz and Bass and stuff, and they're just getting they're just being a bit too scared.
Plus, maybe previous match results probably had a little bit of a factor.
That's very unlucky from Blitz.
I'll be very disappointed if they run to this one.
Looks like they will be.
I really disagree with that. Cookie did make the right play to get the trade, but that could have been very nasty there for sure. They have a this is an opportune time to get a 4th round. Maybe get pistol round 7, 7-11, get yourself back into the game, but they really need to screw their heads on if they want to win this game for sure.
Yeah, definitely a 3-on-3 post plant scenario. And just look at this from Wolfie. Gets the backside of 1, tries to line up the second, and it's all down to miss left in a 1-on-3 clutch scenario. The M4A1S in hand, takes down 1, low HP onto Cookie, but he can't finish it off. So Afterminds, 4 rounds on their T side. They'd have to be happy with it, just the way that they were playing, but realistically, they just didn't play well.
It's definitely not. Like you can tell the confidence was up when they're winning rounds, but I think once you when you lose like 5-6 rounds in a row and you're not changing things up, so players like Blitz, Richie, King Big, all 5 of them are just going to punish you. It's incredible. So as you can see, exactly what's expected when you bring nothing to the table, you're just going to get punished. So it was excellent CT half, and we'll see if Mish can possibly win a pistol.
Well, just look at this play coming out from Mastermind. It's a 4 CT stack towards the top of Banana, and the trades are just coming left, right, and center as it's Burkill's left. His teammate wrapping around first mid, and actually he could be in a perfect scenario here. Wolfie, if he just holds his position, he'll hear the terrace rotating back, and he needs to hit his shots, and that's the bomb drop. And now he spots out Blitz, and that's a fantastic pistol round coming out from Aftermind.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a strange tactic, but it worked out in their favour.
Yeah, we want to sit in these similar fashion, but I don't like the way they played the 2v2 there, like 2 split up. If Wolfie gets killed, then they can just rush on the A. So I don't know, he gets away with it in the end, like killing both of them. But if Wolfie was to go down there, Mish definitely would have won the pistol round. So yeah, very close round in general, and they've rushed Nana and it looks like they've won the round. As
Yeah.
we've got the 2 enemy kills through Molotov.
CTs have no util to retake with. Ts have no util to hold with. Literally comes down to who gets the shots.
And it does indeed. The CTs with the weapon advantage is now able to equalise the playing field.
The bomb is not down.
That's right, the bomb is not down. That's definitely something they needed to do, and this early advantage just completely lost by Mish.
Yeah, that was disappointing. They got punished. They had 3 guys watching Nana there. So they've obviously expected them to push down mid, and the readers, they've all come CT, so... And I believe it was Nick who got the P90 kills in that outside construction there, so... You know, sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, Nick getting some nice shots when he probably shouldn't have. There's one of them around there, and Nick is just going to go, thank you very much. No, nothing like P90 eco kills.
Well, at least all these kills are coming out with the SMGs rather than the rifles, so that's just the extra bonus coming out.
Well, unfortunately, P90 does
Unfortunately
not
not.
give no...
Was it 100?
300. So the same as the
300
rifles.
P90.
They did get 2 UMP and an MP9 kill there, so it's better. And he's going straight for the AWP. I do appreciate this. Like when you need to win, when you need to make a comeback, you got to have a strong start. They're never going to make the comeback if they lose 3 here or even 2 here, and the pressure is just immense.
Yeah, playing greedy here is just like not the correct play because you just need to start getting that momentum just so you can make that comeback. If you give Mish a round, then they start feeling the momentum and then the
for
comeback.
sure. If this was the start of the game, you know, like if this was first pistol round of the game, you know, you go for that that free round, so to speak. But they've made the right play, picked up the AWP, and they've gone for a Nana control with Nick playing close. I do like this.
Well, Mish seeing what information they can find with a P90 in a close quarter situation, and Plux just going to let the Incendiary go over the top, and actually they're dry peeking, no flashes whatsoever, and Blitz is just totally going to capitalise on that, and it's all up to Wolfie. He needs to try and hold this as long as he can. The AWP, he finds the first, but he doesn't realise Blitz is getting really aggressive. The flash coming in over the top, and he's just getting spammed from his position. He hits another one, needs to hit Bass! Oh, the no-scope almost hitting, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough.
Watches his round. It looks like the terrorists should be able to close this out. No utility though, the bomb is planted, the pressure is on. So they do know Bass is trapped, and he does have Molotov, so they might be able to get 1 kill. That is good teamwork there. He doesn't know Miss is close, they have a good crossfire, and Miss is, very well played. Miss, although we get cleaned up. And now left in 1-on-1 with the clutch master himself, Blitz. Let's see if he wins it.
Oh, this is well played from Blitz. Really well played.
Oh, and he will lose it. Yeah, that is a very difficult spot. The bomb was not planted on an angle where you could jiggle, unfortunately, for Blitz. So Berkles has just held the wide angle, and Blitz has walked right into it. Unfortunate. That was a very, very big round from Aftermind. Probably one they should not have won, but probably one due to the fact of utility being very low on the terrorist side there.
It was honestly really well played from Burkills as well. Obviously, didn't stick the defuse. He didn't tap it, swing out wide, so then you have the opportunity for Blitz to fall around to sort of car position, so the timer just keeps rolling down. So well played coming out from the CTs, and it seems that even though it's already been 4 rounds and that's the first gun round, it seems that there's a lot more comfort in the team.
Which, well, sometimes that side switch can just make the world difference, but Bass will get nicked through the smoke. Being a little bit too aggressive, what I was saying is welcome, you could probably say. And I would believe that they would hit B after this. We'll have to see. No, they're just going to default. I do like this for sure. I mean, they definitely could have walked into a stack there, or once again Wolfie with the AWP gets 2, maybe 3 this time, so I do appreciate the way they are playing. They've gathered towards top mid. Probably going to throw Moto smoke or something unless they choose to contact. In fact, they have 1 smoke on Bass. Probably going to go Moto or jungle or dig, one of the 3. We'll have to see. And this round's definitely going to come down to the crossfire between.
Richie just picked up the smoke.
So there we go. And it appears they are going to go dig.
Burkills, he really needs to get this crossfire going with the Cookie. They can't make any mistakes, otherwise Mish will just roll over the top of them. But like you said, Richie is the last smoke coming out, and there is a little bit of utility left on the CT side. But Cookie, they need to be hitting their shots, and that's a great position as Burkills and Cookie both finding kills. as Miss trying to trade it back, but a 3-on-2. A great play coming out from
I
Blitz.
believe Cookie's dead here for sure. It's very unlikely that Cookie gets another frag here unless he gets very lucky. 10 seconds on the clock though, they're forced to plant. Miss will get the bomb down. Flix gets done by the man in the corner, not expecting it. And Cookie's left with 20 HP. Both of them are low. All of them are almost one hit. He can get a pre-fire on Blitz here. Blitz has played it smart. Throwing in the knee and Miss will get the kill.
See,
Very well played.
I think a little bit of miscommunication there because from what I saw is that we knew that one of
That's yours. When you have time to eat it.
one of the CTs was really close to into the side, and the retake it just didn't seem right.
No, the crossfire was excellent. Cookie waiting for the right time to peek, doesn't peek, holds the off angle, so he does get a free kill before they even realise he's there, instead of just peeking into it. So he did play it excellently well. But most definitely, just experience just showing there the way the Terrace played that round. It's just been unfortunate that he doesn't check the corner. Probably would have got the kill if he did, considering he was full HP versus one hit. So
The thing is also Cookie saw him go towards us. So surely you should be looking at least there.
Yeah.
But he wasn't even looking. He was just looking in the middle side and then just kept
spot is also completely spammable, so I guess it's a bit unfortunate, you could say. But looks like Bish will take this round. Not much to be said by the Aftermind side here. They've got one on B, and it feels like this is just going to be a B hit. I definitely feel like it's going to be a B hit. Unless Blitz gets killed here. Oh no, I can't watch it.
Look, even though they used so much utility towards Arch and Diggity, they didn't really get any map control at all. They sort of was stopped and they didn't really get anywhere with it. And already Mish, they're 2 players down, and Wolfie almost found another one onto Richie. And he can call to his teammates the Banana Rush coming in to retake this 3v5. You'd have to say that Aftermind are in the better position.
Yeah, but 4 down
Mish,
Nana is never a good thing.
I still expect Mish to win the round, and they probably will due to the fact that enemies have no Kevlar, although it's left to a 2v1 for Richie. He's in a pretty unexpected angle. Oh, looks like they will get the Eco round win. Oh, I can't even. I just don't even understand.
Help! Richie, I can't breathe! Richie!
Aftermind, they are slowly bringing this back.
A CZ, a Deagle, and 3 P250s versus a full buy. And somehow they
flash mid at all?
Nope, they
didn't
pulled
contest it at all, no.
The first goes down because he's about to throw a jungle smoke, and then the other one gets
was
done
already
trying to trade. No,
Yeah,
it
he
wasn't. No, Dig wasn't even smoke. Oh, was it? Oh, maybe.
No. He was re-smoking jungle because he was going to disappear.
Ooh, what should have been going to a third map now is possibly going to be a 2-0.
Very possible, especially because Aftermind now have that momentum and they're feeling good.
They're back in the game.
They're not playing tentative
Mentally and physically, like you're feeling better, and you're thinking we're in this, we've got this. Now they're on the back foot. Now probably Mish are probably thinking, oh, what have we done? You know, we're letting them back in this. No tactical pause or anything from Mish's side yet.
It just looks completely different from Aftermind. Like at the beginning, they were just so lost that we just said, okay, third map, here we go, and all of a sudden they're bringing it back, and it seems like the table's just completely turned. Mish, they don't really have the answer at the moment.
Yeah, no, they don't, and it looks like they will get away. Cookie is playing aggressive, getting the information. I don't know. They're doing the right thing by doubling up here for sure. They're going to do a dig boost, which they will not actually do. They're going to do a crossfire site pit, which is probably the best option for A. Yeah, but definitely looks like this is going to be a contact play on B for sure, as no terrorists are towards the A bomb site. And this is where I talked about that information play. Would have been extremely handy if someone on A had got a little bit of info. There are 4 players to A, 20 players. Please still get traded. And I don't want to jinx him again, but the round should be over here. Especially after that frag.
That was questionable by Mist, but
he's lucky there was only one. See, if there was another player there, Mist would have just died for sure, 100%. Or if the guy didn't have an nade out, he was dead too, so... Oh well. Blitz in a prime spot. He's in Hobbit Hole, or...
Yeah, Hobbit.
Whatever you like to call it. Blitz doesn't usually miss free kills like this, so... Burkills will get the opener though. Oh,
They just
my
don't need to pee.
lord.
Yeah.
Can Blitz do this? A 1-on-3 clutch scenario. Finds one, finds two! Comes around for the third! And he's not going to get it done. Burkill's cleaning up.
Yeah.
And that was almost a 1v3 clutch scenario.
You almost think if Blitz had just waited an extra second before peeking, killed the guy CT first, and then turned, and then
That was
probably then could have won the round. But obviously he has no idea. Sees two people, 2 free kills. You're obviously going to take it. You can't tell there's one guy teetering on the edge of pushing CT. You don't know where he's gone. So
Poorly played.
Yeah,
After
3v3, and they're just allowing the CTs to drill them. Like,
only once for no reason.
New Box Dark Crossfire, even on Old Inferno, is like one of the strongest afterplan positions like on any map, and they just don't play that, so it's a bit of a throwback.
And they've gone for a dig bust. It looks like they will get maybe 1 or 2 kills.
They're just looking for plants here. But it looks like
Bomb's
they
been dropped.
2 kills. There it
2
is.
kills. That's
It's acceptable. I mean, upgraded pistols, couple of armor, a little bit to utility, but
Unfortunately, when you've lost this many rounds in a row,
Yeah.
damage is not good enough. As actually, they are keeping them semi-modest with Cookie requiring a drop and drop to 0. Same with Blitz here, so they have one good buy and a half buy and a shady buy for the second. So Aftermind are looking good. Tied it up to 12-12 after it being what 12-7 or 5, 6, 7, 8. So putting 12-8 in the favour of Mish. Unfortunately, they have let the game slip.
I mean, they haven't tied it up since when it was 3-all, when we had the back and forward and the force buys, and now Afterminds, they really are just capitalising. And Mish, it's even though that it's 12-12, the momentum is just in the lead for Aftermind. That they really just look at this angle from Wolfie. That is so small.
Yeah, he's feeling confident. You can just tell by the angles he's playing that, you know, you feel like you're going to hit the shot, so you play the close angle, you know. If you're feeling bad, you probably don't play that angle. Cookie will get the opener. That's a massive frag on the King Big. He will overstay his welcome, still get...
Cookie!
See, that round would be extremely frustrating for Mish. Sure, they didn't trade well, but the problem... And he's missed his smoke. Oh, well, oh, no, he has. The problem with that is he's playing by himself out in the open and he doesn't get traded. Those sort of things can really frustrate you, especially when Cookie's probably not making the smartest play, gets a free kill and then decides to stick around. Wolfie will get one, the round is over. They have no money in the Nana flanks in, and there we go, 13-12 to Aftermind.
it's looking like it might be a 2.
What the heck has happened with this game? I believe someone's probably got money on just kidding, obviously not.
I mean, if you said to anyone here, do you think that Aftermind would come back? No one would say yes.
No,
because
I definitely would
the
not
way they were
expect
playing, it was just, you know, if Mish went pistol, it was pretty much all over.
Yeah.
So,
Why do you go pistol armor here over a bite?
Because they're like on 5 round response.
So, yeah.
So it just ensures that they get buys for the next 2.
Yeah, I think they've decided that either they're going to do something different, maybe double or next round. I don't know, something. They need a round. They need rounds.
This is where the experience from Blitz as a caller really comes into play, because you see a lot of teams just buy here and they have an AKs with like small utility, but next round they're going to have full utility, which will allow them to do
Exactly
something
what
more.
like Aftermind made the mistake of doing in the first half. They're trying not to do the same. They've played this really well though. Although, yeah, look, that's excellent. Cookie's probably going to clean up. Wolfie gets caught. Sometimes the pistols are good. Cookie hasn't been checked. It's crazy the amount of times that angle does not get checked, even though there's a player there 90% of the rounds. Oh well, we'll have to see if Miss can get lucky. He'll get one. Unfortunately, the damage, unless they were to win 2 in a row, it wouldn't really matter.
we haven't really seen Mish sort of yell or get excited in a really long time now.
Unfortunately, it looks like for him it's going to be a 2-0 for Aftermind, the way they've been playing.
It was like the overpass game against us.
Yeah.
They were very quiet.
Yeah. Oh well, sometimes things happen. You throw away huge leads. I definitely think it's mentally getting to them now. I don't think it'll be getting to players like Blitz,
Richie.
maybe players that don't
King
play
Big
as much.
Tilts.
Yeah. The tilt's probably kicked in by now. They're probably upset that they're losing. Richie's probably pissed that he just got naded down to 50 health at the start of the round, you know, you're not very happy. I don't know, this is like just disgusting angles being held by Aftermind players. Feeling extremely confident, but looks like they're just sitting and Bass is going to work a pick. I'm not sure exactly what number he is. Number 4, so he's peeking mid. Yeah. Aftermind are playing this smart. They're not giving them anything. It's what Mish really need right now. They need one pick and they're going to hit the site.
It's just got such a great setup from the CTs. We see 3 stacked towards the same bomb site. We see the rotator sitting in CT, just waiting. Do I go to the B side? Do I go to the A?
Yeah.
And having this kind of control just means that if they do decide to possibly attack towards A, then rotate towards B, that you are there for the quick rotation. But Cookie actually may get a little bit aggressive and caught off
So
guard.
I think it's B and...
Oh,
Bass will get
Bass.
this. That's
Very
a good
nice
kill.
shot indeed.
They're probably going to call everyone back to A, and there's one guy in the pit. This is a very good call. Not that they can possibly know, but Wolfie will get one from Library, I believe. Pushing down Moto. The guy in pit has not revealed himself, and Nick is also on the scene. How is this round being thrown away? Doesn't want to give it up, but Blitz is very dead to the bomb plant. Oh, Nick surely doesn't fluff this. Blitz is dead. Bass is dead and the round is basically over. Richie is very low.
Richie tried to fake Nana and go solo up Nana for some unknown reason.
They sold the fake excellently well, and Richie will get... No, he won't, and that is match and game point for Aftermind. How have they done this?
I guess now we're seeing why is their map pick. Maybe T side they were a bit lost, but CT side it's really showing that
playing
they're
with a
very
stand-in,
strong.
you know, push comes to shove, things might go down the drain, you get a bit under the water and you're not sure what to do, but I don't see Mish coming back from this, unfortunately.
Their setups on CT side for Aftermind have been really good. Just those crossfires have really won them quite a few rounds.
Pretty much every single round, the player has stayed alive
Yeah,
for like
You're right.
a ridiculously long amount of time.
they get stopped in their
It's
tracks.
really
Once they get stopped, they just get stopped and that's it. So, Plix and Nick is getting the info. Plix gets a free kill. He's going to get traded. This round should be going to Mish for sure. Once again, Burkles is just hiding in the pit, off angle. Ooh, deals a lot of damage. Bass misses a shot. Definitely
Now,
this round is over.
This is something I would have hoped to see earlier from Mish, is to do that fast mid play or that fast Nana play instead of just sitting and waiting. Because when they started losing their rounds, they maybe needed to take attack balls or something just to talk about what they need to do to change things up.
See, what is the point of frag hunting? Yeah, Wolfie's got an AWP, but
No,
it's 4
you're
years.
100%
Number's
right.
really low.
Yeah. Look at this. If Wolfie gets another kill over here,
It's just not necessary.
it's not necessary at all. They have very low money. They cannot afford. They need to win the rounds, and they can't do that if everyone's like, Arsenal won't have enough money to buy for the rest of the game here, no matter what. So I'm not exactly sure what they're doing.
Yeah, well, it means that, look at the money. Like,
Yeah.
they're not going to have their full days.
Exactly. That's just absolutely ridiculous. I'm disappointed that they did that, but maybe just the tilt factor once again. When you're trying to get yourself physically back in the game. If you look at the money now, they're still going to have probably an AWP. And look, if Aftermind look at this and go, maybe they drop 2 kills starter, and they might decide just to save for last. Probably be the smart decision to do so. Bass is going to get naded like Richie has 3 rounds in a row.
Although Bass has wallbanged Wolfie, so a bit of a trade.
Gone equal damage. And Wolfie's going to get Bass through the wall. And there's the tilt factor. I think you'll find this round will be over. Have to see what they attempt. They have a decent amount of utility, so they could go for a wrap.
I really like the spot from Cookie. It's not used often.
Yeah, they usually use the second one, which peaks mid also. So
But Ground Zero are very good at using this. Majestic is very. It's Majestic, isn't it? That
yeah,
plays up there.
Majestic from Ground Zero likes to play up there a lot. So
He's
same with Husky from
right.
Riders likes to play it, and look at that, a lot of damage dealt to Blitz. Key player in the round.
Good initiative with the flash from the pit player there, but yeah, and they've lost it. Yeah. Like,
Definitely they're off. Look the way they're playing, they know it's a possibility. It's just, if Plix gets one tapped here or something ridiculous, then it's not going to end well.
and
Wolfie's bound on the fact, oh, Blitz will get done for free. They're not going to expect Wolfie to be here. Unless they smoke it. Oh, smoke it, please.
If we will get one, we won't get
Oh. Blitz. Oh, my lord. How has this round even got close? Richie is surely dead. Yeah, the game is over. 10 seconds. There's 0 chance Blitz wins this.
There's no need for the CTs to get aggressive in this situation. Don't give him the initial...
Yeah,
That's it.
Well played. Well played.
It's going to be Aftermine 16 to 13, making it 2-0. And should we come a decision who's the MVP of the tournament?
Of the tournament?
Normally from the winning team, but who do we think? Who do we think played the best strategically
Probably
as a
Wolfie.
team?
I'll have to give Wolfie. If you want to pick the winning
Obviously-
If it's going to be from the winning team, then yeah, I would say Wolfie.
Obviously, he's
But-
the IGL. He was hitting a lot of shots with the AWP.
If you're looking at like whole tournament like consistency, then I think it's Blitz. But if like just from the finals,
I'll speak to Kev, are we doing the MVP to winning team or just best player of the tournament?
Best player of the tournament.
Blitz, 100%. The overpass semi that we beat them on, it was what, 16-9? He's still 25 frags. Like,
even in
His
that,
impact is crazy.
And he's calling as well. Like that's even harder to call and frag to the best of your ability.
Most definitely.
it's what he does in sin as well, isn't it? Assist.
Are we doing a giveaway for the other monitor on the stream as well?
I'll be back in a sec. I actually got my nose. It's driving me nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys go and get Blitz to come over here?
I blow my nose.
Can you get Blitz? Yeah. Yeah.
Take a seat in the middle.
So I've been voted MVP of the tournament.
Have we?
So
MVP on a losing team feels bad.
there you go. Motherboard from you.
Thank you. That's really cool. Thanks everyone for like organising it and shit. It's been a pretty sick day. Hope you guys enjoyed all the games.
Our game was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that game was intense, dude. And we almost had that game as well. They just, I don't know, every time we lost momentum, it seemed like we all got super down. But it was good fun.
I thought for sure you guys had that game. Like, you guys were
Yeah.
We seem
At
when
the
we're
half.
11-4 up, like everyone's
Yeah.
so hyped, and then we lose a few rounds, and then the mood goes down.
Yeah,
But
that's what I said. Yeah. There was a couple rounds that were really unfortunate, like when you pulled nades mid and on eco, and they just run around the corner.
dude, we traded like 1-for-1 like the first like 5 rounds in a row as well. That was really nice.
that was insane.
Yeah, we guys cut it.
Which one do you want, I guess? I'll let you have a pick.
Well, you got
I'll let
you
you
got
have a
you got a choice between two.
Both good. They're probably equal. One's just SLR, the other one's probably more enhanced for overclocking.
Take the other fucking one. I'm not gonna answer that.
Probably take the Ultra Gaming one then. I reckon that's pretty good. And then we'll give away this XP.
Yep, on
SLR.
stream.
Yep. So the keyword's Gigabyte. And we'll draw it in about 2 minutes or so.
Alrighty.
So
how'd you find it?
entering.
Yep.
Yeah, there's like 6 people so far.
Well, just open up my phone real quick.
Load up Twitch.
How many viewers are there?
7.
7?
At the moment.
7?
No, I think we hit about 45.
About 26.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's pretty good still. Who did the casting? Was it you guys? And
Yeah.
Brainstorm?
No, brainstorm because he's
We
playing.
just talked about the round in general. We didn't do too much. My voice is gone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was an
Yeah, they were our analysts for today.
very nice, very nice. I've never seen you guys here before. Like,
Uh,
have you
well-
been here individually? 'Cause
Oh, I'm here every LAN, but we normally the first one we did down the end in one of the rooms, and then the second one we're in the room there. So the stream room never gets shown. This is the first time we've been out in the open. There was a few of us here before, but everyone had to go. So
It's pretty late as well.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the other team. MVP on the losing team, poor guys.
Probably thinking which one of us is getting the motherboard.
They're fucking definitely
But no, there's no way that you win the best place.
Yeah, including Dugan.
Yeah, like across the
He wins it.
like consistency.
Wow.
You could
We'll close in about 2 minutes and we'll just wrap up the show.
Alright.
So keep
could
it
argue
pretty
that
quick and
it'd
simple.
be Wolfie if it was just for the final series.
Yeah.
Because he had a lot of impact.
Yeah, he did.
Like
Really
the
good.
field and like he consistently held the hairline CT to like.
Did it?
Yeah. And
He
he
shut
would
us
hit that
down.
shot
Yeah,
every single
it's pretty brutal. I think we're jiggling too much as well. I noticed.
He hit the he hit like all the jiggles.
Yeah, we need to stop jiggling. That's what I like.
What really tipped the edge over for me was just that overpass game against you. You just, you know, we beat you, what, like 16-10, but you were like 25 frags.
Pretty sure I hit 30.
It's just like,
Yeah, you got
it's like,
quarter
it's like I'm like calling like, oh yes we got the round, and it's like blitz kill, and I'm like,
Or we're trying to take like middle A control, and then it's just like I'm coming up next, and there's 3 going long. He's like, yeah.
Is one of you guys vegan?
yeah, it's a,
Dude, I feel bad.
So I'll just close it now and I'll just roll it.
Alright.
Alright.
And then we'll sort out all the address and everything.
It's a pretty good prize for 7 viewers, or however many it is.
Yeah.
So JRDNZED has won.
Alright.
Congrats.
We'll sort that out then.
I should have logged in on my phone.
yeah, no, that's like this dude.
Yeah, I won the giveaway last lane, but I couldn't take it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh, because they thought it was rigged.
Oh, right. Okay. This guy's not going to get it over now.
So if we're gonna talk, what are the plans for Sin in the future?
Should we put the mic on
Have you got
mute?
new players? Or?
We recently removed the player as of like last night.
Oh wow!
So we're going to try on new people and see how we go.
I always rated you guys. You guys are a really good team. I like the way you play. Like,
Yeah.
I like, you know, you may not be kings in terms of skill, but like the way you play is like really good. And I like
I've been IGLing the whole time, but
Yeah.
I'm over it now. So we're going to get a new
What
idea.
happened with the FM lineup? Like we were.
FM lineup was the best dude. Yoromato had to go to work. Waffy went to Legacy. Unlucky
they
day.
didn't
And
treat him
Stat,
very well.
yeah,
Just like-
and Stat had you 12, so he quit.
All the casters were really following FM from like the CGA
Yeah, because they did it from
days.
CGA themselves.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. I only joined when they were in CGI.
Yeah.
Before that, they had like Zep Reloaded as well. They were really good. So yeah.
I know you're going to say goodbye, sir.
Oh, catch you later.
See you next time.
We've got a good one.
Oh well.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Come down to FBI Gaming Cafe for all the best CS action, and we'll see you all. Thanks to our sponsors, Gigabyte, AORUS, Cool Masters for making this event possible, and we'll see you at the next Prem LAN.